Gift Tarot here, coming with a video that kind of, I know it's been a long time coming. I've been so busy with work and stuff, and with everything going on with the pandemic, it's been quite crazy. So I wanted to do a pick a card reading again, of course, but this time I think the subject is a little more serious, but needed. Okay, so I'm thinking I wanted to do a video about what encouragement do you need to hear right now? In the state of world right now with, the pandemic, and people have sick loved ones that, with this coronavirus, in the hospital, or just financial hardships, or relationship challenges because of the quarantine, or whatever the case may be. I thought that maybe somebody out there might need some encouragement. So I have 3 piles here. I already shuffled these cards. These are oracle cards here from the Wisdom Oracle from, what's her name? Colette Baron Reed. It's a beautiful oracle book. It's very deep too, so this reading might take a long time, so bear with me here. So there's 3 piles. The first one is the red jasper, the second one is tiger's eye, and the last one there, pile 3, is the amethyst. Okay, so hopefully you were able to, just concentrate for a little bit, looking at these piles, try to tap into which one calls you the most, and I will timestamp underneath in the description box here, so that you can pick the one you want, okay? All right, so I'm going to start with pile 1, but before I start, I just wanted to just remind y'all, if you like this reading, if it resonates with you, after it's all done, hit the like button. If there's something specific you wanted to share, please definitely comment, and follow and subscribe, so when I do get a chance to post videos, you'll be notified, okay? Hit the little bell. All right, guys, let's get started, okay? Let me move these out of the way here. All right, pile 1, this is your pile, the red jasper. Okay, so I'm going to keep the oracle cards for later, for when I'm done. Your deck is going to be the Lightseer's deck, okay? It's a beautiful deck, one of my favorites, okay? So let me just do a quick shuffle. I've already meditated, and I've already saged and cleaned the cards in this area. Okay, let's do one more shuffle here, and then we'll see what the universe is saying to you. What kind of encouragement does your heart need to hear right now? Let me just do this here too. Alright, what encouragement does pile 1 need to hear right now, Spirit? What encouragement does pile 1 need to hear right now? What does their heart need? What encouragement does their heart need? What do they need to hear right now, Spirit? What do they need to hear right now? That one card. I'm going to go for 3 to start. What do they need to hear right now? Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, we got the moon, the hanged man, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. Give me just a second. I feel like you, pile 1, you've been going through a time of reflection. You've got the moon card here, and typically the moon card means the light of the moon can obscure things. Sometimes it can mean that things are being held, from you being able to see clearly, kind of like having rose-colored glasses. Things don't seem as they are it under the moonlight. But in this card, this beautiful woman is under the water, you know, and I don't know, you know, those that do swim, or even in your bathtub, right? Have you ever gone under the water and how isolating it feels when the water goes into your ear and you can't hear anything but the water and your thoughts? And it seems like right now you've been in a very, in that kind of emotional and mental state where you're just almost hibernating, but with a heart of sorrow. I feel like my heart is heavy when I look at that card and I think about pile one. I feel like maybe there might be things going on with you that you've been keeping to yourself, that you might feel trapped, not able to share with other people. And it's causing you to feel just alone and isolated, you know, yearning for help, yearning for someone to come to you and say, hey, are you okay? Do you need something? But it seems like you're alone, like you don't have people in your life to help you out. You've isolated yourself and you're just stuck in that energy of just, almost reminds me of the Hermit card, right? The Hermit card is the same kind of idea of being, you know, secluded and in meditating and growing. But this doesn't feel as positive. This feels even more like a little bit of depression, a little bit of anxiety, right? You know, you're laying in bed and you're feeling sad and heavy-hearted, but your mind is racing and your thoughts just keep running, and you're not getting clarity in all your efforts to figure out how to get out of this hole that you're in. You know, your thoughts are not being clear. They're not guiding you out of your situation. And then your next card is the Hangman. Now the Hangman is, you know, here in this deck, it's really beautiful. There's this, she's kind of doing a Circus Soleil thing. There's a light there on the corner, and she's like on her own, willingly just hanging upside down. No one's, you know, forcing her to hang there. She's not tied up with her hands or anything like someone's doing any harm to her. She's doing it upon her own will. And the sentiment of this card is doing something in your life that, even though it might cause some sacrifice, you willingly throw yourself into it, right? Because there's something calling you to do that. So you throw yourself into something. It could be an endeavor, it could be a relationship, it could be, you know, some type of decision about maybe moving to a different state, or something like that. Something that's a big decision, perhaps. And you're just throwing yourself into it willingly, in the hopes that it's gonna be fine. You're not worried. You're not upset. So I think when I look at these two cards together, the message that I'm getting, I think maybe the universe and spirit is trying to guide you to say that, you know what? Pull yourself up out of the water, okay? Pull yourself up out of the water, clean those ears out, dry up, put your best clothes on, okay? And get ready, get that, you know, however you do, you know, whatever you do to make yourself feel ready for the day. And make a decision to take one step forward. Okay, sometimes when we are in a dark place, we can stay stuck there forever, afraid to take that step forward, afraid to dive into whatever's beckoning us. And this card is telling you to go for it. This card is telling you to prepare yourself and just go for it. Sometimes you just need to put that one foot ahead of the other, and it starts just propelling you one step. You're like, wait, this wasn't that bad. Like, for example, let's say moving is something that is causing you a heavy heart. You know, you financially, you're doing poorly where you're at. You want to move. You are scared to move. You don't know if you should move, and you're mulling over it over and over and over again, not making any action, okay? Let's say one thing that you can do is go on the internet, right? Do a little search. Look at, you know, what the economy is in the state you want to move. You know what? Just by doing that, you're going to make yourself feel better. You're going to be like, wait, I just took a step in that direction. And slowly but surely, you're going to get into that energy of the Hangman. And you're going to get into that little sling there and just swing like a child with glee on a swing set, you know, for the swinging for the first time. If you've ever seen little videos of that, you know, they're just absolutely excited about that experience, right? They don't know that they can fall off and hurt themselves. They just are just giggling with glee. They're like, you know what? This is exciting. You know, I'm going to just move forward, you know, and this is the energy that you got to be in to get yourself out of this moon energy. And through the act of doing this, your heart is going to heal. Your heart is going to become freer. Your heart is going to become lighter. And you're going to be able to move past this dark, you know, the sad energy of the moon. And you're going to move into the Queen of Cups energy. The Queen of Cups is such a beautiful card too, because look at her. She just seems so peaceful and serene, and cups represent emotion. And the Queen of Cups, she is a beautiful queen. She is a queen who has so much emotion, so much passion, but she knows how to control her emotions. She is not wrapped up in anxiety and fear. She is completely, what's the word I'm looking for? Surrendered. You know, that's a card of being surrendered to the fate of whatever is in front of you, saying, you know what, I don't know what the hell is going to happen with this situation. I don't know if I'm going to fail or if I'm going to succeed, but I can't let go of how much I'm thinking about this. This seems like a step I need to take. Go for it, because it's calling you, and it's not letting you sleep and rest for a reason. You're the one keeping yourself in that anxious energy, when action coupled with that faith, right, will get you to the place where you can be serene and be surrendered. Be surrendered. You know, we all have just one life to live, and we all have our own challenges and our own frustrations and our own paths that we have to take in our life. But just remember that time passes whether you make this decision or not, whether you decide to move forward or not. If you decide to just stay stuck and be depressed because it's comfortable, time will move whether you like it or not. It's going to go. Year after year is going to pass. And year after year, you're going to be like, well, I should have done that. How come I'm not doing it? And before you know it, your life's over, right? Not to be so fucking gloomy, right, to say something like that, but it's true, right? I mean, shit, we're all not going to make it out of here alive, right? That's for sure. So very beautiful, encouraging, you know, set of 3 cards. You know, definitely a progression from moving from being sad and feeling, you know, really isolated and lost, to the advice and encouragement to just go for it. You know, just don't hold back, and just think of a bird, right? You know, a bird does not sit on a branch worrying about whether the branch is going to break. Why is that? Why do you think that is? It's that way because it has trust in its wings. It knows if this branch, it doesn't even care whether the branch breaks or not. It's got its own wings. It is sufficient. It will just simply fly to another tree. So take that advice, you know, be the bird, right? You know, look at yourself in that situation and say, hey, you know what? Whatever happens, having that inner peace and surrender is going to carry you through any challenge or situation. Okay? That is really, truly the center of the message here, I think. So I'm going to move on here from the cards and do the oracle cards, because these cards are pretty deep. And I have the explanation book, which I'll read from, because, you know, actually the explanations are quite long as well. So you got 2 cards here. You have, oh, wow. Okay, that's so, I love it when this happens, when it all kind of ties together. So you got Between Two Worlds, all right? You've got a flamingo there, and you've got that dark gray and then the colorful blue sky there. And you also got No Place Like Home. This must be for somebody who might be trying to move or thinking about it. So this is card 3 and then card 50. So let's see what card 3 says, okay? This is so beautiful. Oh, my poor pile one. My heart feels so strong towards you. Like, I just want to hug you through the damn camera. Okay, so 3, between two worlds, okay? The essential meaning is transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. Temporary blindness, no man's land, okay? So the oracle message is this. Between the two worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is the time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness, greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but the surface will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. That is so amazing. That's funny how they mention a child, and I was just talking about having that gleeful, new discovery type of innocent energy, like them being on a swing for the first time. That's so beautiful. That really just matches this whole, I'm tapping into somebody's energy about moving into a new transition in their life, and I just think that's so beautiful the way that matches. All right, so let's see what No Place Like Home is. That's number 50. Let's see here. Here we go, 50. No Place Like Home. All right, so the essential meaning for this card is authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, and being comfortable in your own skin. The oracle message. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create. A place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that you have the ability, this card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe there, in the house of your spirit and with spirit. Wow. That makes me think of the combination of these two cards, the Hangman and the Queen of Cups. Because, really, the energy that they're talking about is moving forward, right? It is having that being, when you look at this card, you see that light shining there. That's, I think, represents, the light in your soul, like being free, tapping into that, not being wrapped up in the emotions or thoughts about whatever you're doing, but just simply tapping into your inner being, instead of getting caught up into the minutia of all the things that our brain does, right? We worry about what people think. We worry about tedious things that we have no control over. And that's the message here is to stop. Stop. Be calm. Go back. Find yourself. If you meditate, meditate. If you taking walks in nature help you, do it. Find this place of calm and serenity, and you're gonna feel at home. You're gonna feel comfortable, and no matter where we lay our head at night, what really matters is this: our serenity, our peace. You can live in the castle, and be a billionaire, and be completely in this energy, isolated, sad, and alone. But you could be living on the street. But if you have this serenity and peace, it does not matter to you. That's all you need. So I just take, excuse me, take this message, and I really hope that it helps you and encourages you. I feel like it just all tied in, and I just love when Spirit does that, because it just confirms that this definitely is for you, pile one. It's meant for you to hear today. So if you like, please comment, follow, hit the little bell so you can get notified. It helps my channel grow as well. I really wish you the best, pile one, and I really hope this encouraged your heart today. Thanks. All right, pile two. Let's see. Pile two. What am I doing here? Oh, there we go. I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, so pile two. Welcome. You had the tiger's eye. All right, let's see what encouragement you need. These are your oracle cards from Colette Baron Reed. I'm going to read from the book, but we're going to save this little nugget of encouragement for later. And I decided to use the Dia de los Muertos deck. One of my favorite decks, actually. These cards are so ratty because I use them so much. But let's go ahead and shuffle in front of the camera. I know a lot of people love that because you know that these cards come out are meant for you. They're not pre-picked or anything like that. Well, those were, right? But I did meditate and I did sage and all that jazz. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. What encouragement does pile two need to hear today? What encouragement does pile two need to hear today, Spirit? What else? Let's do two more cards for that wanted to pop out, and then this is wanting to pop out. Okay. All right. So we have the Seven of Cups. Ooh. The Eight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords. Wow. Okay. Can you see these? I'll show each card. Okay, so we start with the Seven of Cups. All right, give me a second here. Let me just feel what's going on here. So immediately I feel a lot of worry. I feel a lot of worry. The Seven Cups represent usually emotions, and the Seven of Cups, in typical tarot, the meaning is like a lot of decisions. Sometimes it can mean confusion. Sometimes it can mean a lot of choices in love, a lot of suitors, right? But the energy that I get here is an energy of worry and indecision. Okay, like you have things that are on your mind. It reminds me of pile one, actually. Things that are on your mind that are causing a lot of feelings, causing a lot of sadness and worry. And the Eight of Swords, okay, so first let me just show you what this card looks like. So it's kind of like a cabinet with these cups, and this skeleton guy here is holding one cup, but he's looking at all the other ones, you know? Like, he's just focused on these cups, you know? He's not able to kind of pull himself away from it. Yeah, so definitely feel like that with that card. And then with the Eight of Swords. Now the Eight of Swords in this deck is kind of like a message of be prepared for battle. All right, be prepared for fast moving. These are a bunch of swords, and they're pointing to this what is that? Oh, so it looks like a roaring sea, you know, like a stormy sea right here. And then all of these swords are pointing to it, like they're getting ready for battle. And there's lightning there and all of that. And this card typically means, you know what, get ready because shit's about to go down. But don't be a victim. right? It means get your swords up and be ready to defend yourself, because something is going to come at you without, it's going to be relentless. It's going to come whether you like it or not. That's usually what this card means in this deck. And so I think with the 7 and 8 of, well, the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Swords together, I think that the encouragement that the universe is telling you is that instead of staying in this energy, whatever the situation is, I can't quite pinpoint exactly what the situation is. I want to say that it could be perhaps a truth that is hidden, that you perhaps really feel mournful about, perhaps even guilty about, that you want or feel like it's going to come out, or you need to reveal it. But you're afraid of the consequences from that. You're afraid of the retribution that you might get for sharing your heart here. And this is the opposition that you're feeling that you have to be defensive about, or vice versa, right? You feel like you don't want to be confrontational, and what the universe is telling you is, yes, stand up, get ready with your truth, and be ready. Because the seas are going to come whether you like it or not, right? You're in a boat and you're out there fishing, having a goddamn good day, right? And the storm comes whether you like it or not, you know? It's not going to sit there and be like, oh, you know what? They wanted to have a good day today. Let's just go around this boat. That doesn't happen, right? It is going to just happen whether you like it or not. And so I think that what the universe is trying to encourage you to do is to be brave. Be brave. Be brave. Live in your truth. Now, granted, sometimes truths can have a lot of retribution. Shit, I mean, there's all kinds of things that can come out and destroy families, destroy relationships, change your trajectory in your life. You know, 1 minute you were going this way, boop, you're going another way. And especially with the pandemic and everything, it's almost like everyone's in a pressure cooker, right? You're being told to stay at home, and, you know, there can be so much going on, right? So much truth that you're maybe holding inside. And I think the universe is just telling you is, guess what? Just get yourself together. Think about the truths that you do want to communicate. You know, don't get so caught up in the feelings about it. Because sometimes, I know for me, my feelings sometimes can get me all wrapped up, you know, like I go from point A to point Z. I draw conclusions. I just, assume, oh, if I say this, it's going to be the end of the fucking world, and they're not going to want to talk to me anymore, or this is going to end this relationship if I say X, Y, and Z. But, you know, in growing in that area in my life, I've realized that no, life is too short. You do need to speak your truth, because ultimately through speaking that truth, you reconcile those differences in your heart. You do that synthesis in your brain where you're just like, put everything in order. And that peace that comes from that is priceless and is so necessary to feel happy in life, you know? And this is a beautiful card, even though it seems very scary. What I love about this card is that it is asking you to be brave. It's asking you to not fear. Like, I have a 6-year-old son, and he can be very painfully shy. And I remember one time he asked me, he said that he was shy, that he didn't want to share something in his online class. And I told, and I said, okay, you're gonna say this, okay? We're gonna turn the microphone on. You're gonna say this. And he's like, well, Mom, I'm scared. And I said, well, just go ahead and be brave, honey. You'll do fine. He's like, but I'm scared. Like, he didn't understand that. I had to explain to him. I said, babe, when you're brave, just because being brave is a decision. It's a mental decision to say, I'm going to bypass what I'm feeling about this, and I'm going to make a decision anyway and move forward and do this, even though it scares me, even though I don't know what the outcome would be. Like in his little mind, he's like, I don't want people to think I'm silly when I share something, right? But I said, being brave, it's okay to feel scared when you're brave. That is being brave. If you feel scared, that means, yes, you're being brave, because even though you're scared, you're still doing what you're being asked to do, right? So Yeah, you know what? You're still going to have these feelings. You still might even feel confused, right? But you have this kind of, ultimate decision, right? The summation of what it is, you know what that decision, what that truth is, what the decision is, and coming forth with that can be fucking scary, right? Because you're afraid of these seas. But don't be afraid. And even if you are afraid, it's okay to be afraid. But don't hold yourself back and stay stuck, isolated, thinking about all these feelings about how you feel and the truths that you might want to say. And then you just stay stuck by yourself, isolated, not moving forward. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Life is too short. We have to, especially these days, it is the most important thing. People don't focus on that. It's like our society definitely is very used to distraction, whatever show you can get distracted on, whatever game on your phone, whatever, social media and all that stuff. And all that stuff is good, right? I mean, we all enjoy that. But sometimes it kind of can, it really, you can get lost in it and really not focus on your spiritual journey and, growing and going against the grain, doing things that are uncomfortable. Sometimes things that will bring you peace and serenity really hurt, before you get to that point of peace and serenity, kind of like the analogy of doing exercise, right? Why do people go to the gym and, purposefully cause pain to themselves, lift these weights to tear their muscles, to make them bigger, Why? Because ultimately they know that the end goal is like, they're going to be looking fine as fuck. They're going to be feeling so good and confident and solid and just, good, happy with themselves. That's what drives them, right? They ignore the pain because they know the outcome. Here in this situation, you might not know the outcome, and that's okay. This matches the Eight of Swords, really goes along lines with the Knight of Swords. Look at this guy. I don't know if you can see him. He's on his horse, but look at what he's doing. He's putting a sword right down his throat. So it's almost like this, call to you to move forward. And I hate to say the word reckless, but for a lack of a better word, I'm going to say reckless. I'm not telling you to do reckless things in your life, FYI. I'm just saying that this card's energy is to move forward without hesitation. Don't worry about the consequences if this is your solid truth, if this is something that is fundamentally important for your happiness. Move forward without fear. Move forward. The momentum, of this card is reckless, right? It's just like he's putting that knife down without worry of the consequence. Now, granted, I'm not telling people to do that, but emotionally and mentally, sometimes we have to say, this is like the whole, I cuss, so just FYI, if you don't like cussing, please, move on to a different video. But this is kind of like my fuck it card. Fuck it, right? It's you know what? I'm worried about X, Y, and Z, but you know what? Fuck it. I need my happiness. I'm going to fucking do this. I'm scared. It's going to hurt. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. But I'm going to fucking do it. You know why? Because you only get one fucking life here. You only get one life. It's a theme. This is a theme because pile one, it was the same situation. But this reading, it's like more powerful. It's more, the momentum is faster. The gravity of this truth that needs to be spoken is more serious. I'm not sure what it is. Is it perhaps you're in the closet and you want to tell your family that, hey, I fell in love with a boy or girl, and I'm a boy or I'm a girl and I'm falling in love with another girl, or I'm a boy and I fell in love with another boy, whatever the case may be. Maybe it's like, you know what? Hey, I need to get a divorce. I'm not happy anymore. Maybe it's, hey family, you guys, I know you guys really depend on me, but I'm too tired to take care of everyone, like extended family, for example. Maybe you're somebody that everyone goes to, right? Maybe you're somebody everybody goes to get their needs met. Hey, I need to talk to you about this, and you're on the phone with this one, you're on the phone with that one, You're giving a ride to so-and-so, you're spending money and giving so-and-so help, but meanwhile, you're not putting any gas in your tank, in your emotional tank. You're spending yourself. But everyone looks at you, right? But nobody else takes responsibility for themselves. Maybe the truth is, it's like, you know what? Stop. I'm not doing this shit anymore. I need to take care of myself. That kind of thing. Movement. Changing the direction in your life. That's what I feel like this is about. So let's take a look at these oracle cards, okay? So I have the book right here. I'll read from it. Let's see what you got. Let's see if it kind of matches here. Oh, wow. Okay, we got the never-ending story, which kind of reminds me of, what is that card in this deck? It is the, actually it's the Two of Swords, but it looks like a wheel with swords that go in a circle. So never-ending story, that is number 37. And then you got By the Book, number 11, and it's a bunch of little elephants walking along there. You know, when I look at this card here, the never-ending story, it's this cute, beautiful little fairy, but she just looks so sad, so worried, so stuck, thinking about time, things not moving forward, you know? She's sitting on one of those sand time things, but funny that you don't see the bottom. You just see the sand. You see, like, you don't know if, is it moving forward? Is it not moving forward? Yeah, definitely. And it's funny that she has a little blue leotard and I think a blue water emotions, and the suit of the cups, the Seven of Cups, is also blue in this deck. And then by the book, I just, you know, it seems like everything, an attempt to keep everything organized, you know. It makes me feel like, you know, like by the book, I don't know, we're going to read from here, but it also makes me feel like, you know, okay, are you going to stay in line with what people want from you, or what is society expects from you, or whatever the Seven of Cups, whatever that worry is that you have, or that truth that needs to be spoken. So you've got two roads, right? You got two paths. You can either stay with what is comfortable for either everyone else, or what looks good on the outside, but meanwhile you're, you know, in this sad energy, you're not happy, right? Or are you going to say, nope, I'm going to stand up for my truth, fuck it, right? All right, let's read it. Number 37, never-ending story. All right, here we go. So the essential meaning for this one is self-criticism, wounded ego, and unnecessary dramas. And the oracle message is this: there is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering, born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, now that none of this actually is true, that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs you to be as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story. And the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. Wow. Wow. Okay. That kind of definitely matches the energy of the Seven of Cups. That's where you're at, you know? Stuck, right? Not moving forward. Allowing yourself, your injured and wounded self, to suffer but I love how it explains there that it's almost like of your, how do I explain this? It's of your own will. It's almost like you're keeping yourself there. You can easily be soothed, but you're keeping yourself there by not making a decision to move forward. Let's see what by the book says. That's number 11. Okay, by the book. Okay, so the essential meaning of this is abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws. Wow, that matches what was coming to me about maybe the possible situations here. Okay, so the oracle message is this. The universe works within the structure of divine laws and principles that provide a framework for a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, and the law of karma, law of attraction, and law of thought, and also the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture, family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting in instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to the universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book this time. So, you know what I kind of understand this to really be saying specifically? All of these laws, right? Laws of the universe, laws of attraction, compensation, thought, and karma. There's social order that govern your behavior, right? But this is asking you to release resistance. For universal laws will correct any disharmony. That sentence right there makes me think of this bucket card. All right. Now, I know it seems like it's telling you to conform, but I think what the message is saying, based on everything here, is going back to conforming to what your personal belief system, your beliefs are about yourself, those truths about yourself. Because universal law will correct any disharmony, right? It will work out on its own, right? You're not going to control how the outcome is, what disharmony takes place, right? After you speak your truth, what storm is going to happen after that? You can't control that. So, open your eyes to the universal laws, and it'll be easier to go by the book this time. You know, I think that, you know, there might be also, I feel like there is also a message of, in this chaos, that's what I want to say, that's the word, it's chaos. In this energy that you have these emotions and, you know, the truth that you want to speak. You know, it has that turbulent ocean there that these swords are pointing to. And, you know, the reckless abandon, right? The fuck it card. I think that this is asking you to, yes, have this energy. Speak your truth, right? Speak your truth. And have this energy. But remember, I was feeling very hesitant about saying, you know, reckless, that word reckless abandon. You know, focus in on your truth, your emotional truth, right? The singular emotional truth will organize everything and put it in line and make it very clear for you to follow your path. Not the social constraint path, not, you know, the cultural path maybe that your family wants you to follow, or whatever the problem is. Start with yourself and your own foundation, and through that it will make everything clear It will make everything clear for you and clear your path so that you can speak your truth and feel secure in that, doing it in that manner. You're not going to have this, whatever storm ends up happening, you're going to be that, solid, you know, like, I kind of think of like a hurricane, right? You know how a hurricane can hit a town and all the houses will be, you know, knocked down except one house. Something about that foundation was solid and strong, and it did not get, maybe a little bit of damage, maybe a little shingles fell off the roof, but every other house is destroyed. But that one house is standing strong in the midst after that storm. So I feel like with you guys, pile 2, this is the energy that the universe is trying to encourage you towards. So I really wish you the best, and I hope if this resonated with you, go ahead and like the video and subscribe, hit the little bell. It helps my channel grow, and then anytime I put out a video, you'll be notified. Okay, so I really wish you the best, pile 2. Be brave, and yeah, I just wish you the best. All right, last but not least, pile 3. All right. So you had the amethyst, little crystal bottle there. These are the oracle cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle from Colette Baron Reed. It is a great oracle book. They're very deep descriptions and meanings there. For you, the deck that we're using is the Unknown Tarot. It is a beautiful deck that I found on Amazon, and I just absolutely didn't know. I liked the art, didn't know that I was going to really fall so deeply in love with this deck. So I've already meditated and saged the area and the cards. So let's just do some shuffling here so you guys can see the cards that you get live. All right, let's see what encouragement does pile 3 need to hear today. All right, let's get started. What encouragement does pile 3 need? What encouragement does pile 3 need? What encouragement does pile 3 need to hear, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. What encouragement does pile 3? What encouragement does pile 3 need? Huh? One more card. What encouragement does pile 3 need to hear? That one flipped over. All right. I love the art on these cards. It's so beautiful. All right, let's see what the universe has to say. Wow. Okay. Second, if you felt like you were called to pile 2, you got pile 2 had the 7 of Cups as well. Oh, the 10 of Cups. And the Star. Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I don't know what encouragement this is saying, but it is fucking amazing. Okay, so you have the 7 of Cups, right? In this deck, I don't even know if you can see it so good because this art is so complex, but there's this, you know, woman in like a kimono, I don't know if I'm saying that right, robe, and these cups floating in the air there. And these cups have different things in them. Some cups have statues, some cups have buildings in them, flowers. One has a snake. And then you've got the 10 of Cups. Oh, I love this card. The 10 of Cups is like the wish fulfillment, love, family, anything that, you know, mostly relationships, I'll say. 10 of Cups, and he's got that beautiful couple there hugging and so happy, and the 10 of Cups behind them. And then you also got the Star card. Star card is like your wish fulfillment. Look, that's like a strong gentleman there. And he has, what does he have in his hand? He has like a vase. And there's a bunch of pearls representing the stars behind him in the sky. A very strong, strapping gentleman. So in typical tarot, it's actually a naked woman that is in the Star card. This happens to be a half-naked man. All right, so encouragement. Let me just look at this for a second and see what message we have here. Just give me a minute. So the Seven of Cups really can represent indecision and confusion. It can represent just choices that are laid before you and you just kind of don't know what choice to make. It could also mean in relationships that you have a lot of people that are attracted to you, that want your attention, that want you as a partner, or they want to share their love with you. That could be where you're at right now. I'm not sure, what I'm feeling is this. What I feel is that you already have someone in mind that you are in love with. But you also have a lot of choices in front of you. But I think that you might be hesitant to make your decision because you perhaps might have some fear about how you would be judged about the person that you want to be with, which is odd, right? These day and age, you would think, well, love who you love, right? I mean, that's what social media tells you. That's what, people like to say. They like to say, go ahead and love whoever you want. But to be honest, when it comes down to family cultures, family tradition, people's judgments about character, about stereotypes and all that, we can be really fucking hateful towards who people choose to love, especially when it comes to your immediate family, right? Your sister has let's say your sister starts dating this, punk rocker guy or something, and you guys are all very traditional Mexican. That would seem very odd, and she would be judged for that. No judgment on the Mexican culture or anything. In any culture, that can be the case, right? Anything that deviates from the norm, right, is something that human nature, we look at it and we criticize it. Either we criticize it and say, you know what, good for them. Or we criticize it and say, what a fucking horrible decision they made in that partner, right? So I feel like that's kind of what that's the energy I'm feeling from this card, the Seven of Cups, And I find it interesting, and this is one of the things I love about this deck, is that the Ten of Cups has a couple. In traditional tarot, it has actually the Ten of Cups in a rainbow and like a typical nuclear family underneath it looking up, right? But this deck depicts it as this interracial couple, completely in love and happy, with the cups floating behind them. But they both have beautiful smiles on their face. They're absolutely content and happy with each other. There's nobody else in this card, just them. And I think that's powerful. I think that speaks to, perhaps, I don't know if this is a race issue, if this is a sex issue. You might find that you're a female and you've fallen in love with another female, and that's who you want to give your heart to. Or you're a male and you've fallen in love with another male, or transgender, or whatever the case may be. But whoever you have fallen in love with either is not someone that you stereotypically date, or it is completely just off of the norm, just off the cuff. Nobody would understand. Nobody would understand why you find the one you love lovable. And so I think the encouragement here from the universe is to say, you know what? Make your decision. Choose who you love, right? What is that old song? I don't know if it's from the 70s. Love the one you're with. That comes to mind. Just to go for it. God, finding someone that when you fall in love genuinely like that, and that person is not someone that you typically go for, but you absolutely are just smitten and taken by that person, why would you pass an opportunity like that? I mean, I would say to anyone, go for it. Now, granted, as long as it's healthy and not abusive or codependent or anything like that, of course. Yes, I mean, go for it. If it's different than your norm, I mean, it's only gonna. What are you gonna lose? You have nothing but to gain by learning from that person. Sometimes opposites do attract, or inside your hearts, you could probably be very much alike, but just outwardly you look different, Yeah, like, I think that the Spirit's telling you to just make your choice and go for it. Because if you do, it is going to be your wish fulfillment, right? It's your dream come true. All your happiness will come to you. All of the things that you hope for and desire in that relationship or in a relationship are going to come together through choosing, making this choice that deviates from the norm, making that choice that maybe others wouldn't understand in someone that you love. So I think definitely this is a relationship reading, you know. And I love, yeah, I love this card. I love how content both their faces are and how they're hugging. And they look like they come from two different worlds. She's got this beautiful floral dress, and it looks like that he has like a uniform on, like maybe he's in the military or something, you know? Yeah, they don't have a care in the world, you know. And with this, I love this star card in that it definitely, this guy is strong. He is secure in himself and in the positivity of this wish fulfillment, right? He's not like, God, I hope this turns out right. No, he's like, this is it. This is awesome. I will take it. He has that jug over his head. He's like, yep, that's mine. I am taking it. And here, I don't know if you can see, this is a white peacock. How unique and beautiful is that, right? That's not typical. Your relationship might not be typical, right? But who cares? I think the universe is telling you to make your choice. Go for it. Love is so beautiful. It can be so painful, and it can be so fucking rewarding and cause so much joy and contentment in one's heart. So I definitely would encourage you, but of course, maybe Spirit is encouraging you. I'm not telling you to do shit, but I'm saying that these cards are definitely telling you to make that choice for the one you love, even if they don't fit your typical type, don't fit the norm of what you choose. Do it. You're not going to regret it. You are not going to regret it. So let's see what your oracle cards say. Get out of town, y'all. God damn it. Spirit is like speaking. All right. You got yin, right? So like yin yang, right? And you got serendipity. Serendipity. I think of twin flames. I think of, you know, situations and circumstances all working together and combining to bring this love together. That is what I think of. Oh, it's just so beautiful and romantic. Okay, so let's see what yin means. That is number 2 in this book. Oh, this is so romantic. Okay. Where are we going here? Here we go, yin. All right, so the essential meaning for this card is the feminine principle of receptivity. Letting someone else make the first move, gathering information, and taking in cues. The art of conscious allowing. Wow, all right. Oracle's message is this. This is the time of calculated receptivity, as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper. You will see how quickly your dreams will manifest. Wow. Oh, that is beautiful. See? Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting. Like you think of the 7 of Cups, she's just stuck making a decision. It's telling you to move forward. Don't stay stuck. Move forward. Allow yourself to be shaped. by making your decision moving forward. All right. It's so beautiful. All right. 18. Serendipity. My favorite card. I love this card. Okay. The essential meaning is opportunity allied with readiness. The awareness of synchronicity. Luck, good fortune appearing as signs and symbols and magical alignment of events. Okay, so the oracle message is this. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good where your dreams, and it emphasizes your dreams, right? Not anybody else's, your dreams, and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to this world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh, this is a great way to end these readings. Okay, so yeah, you know, right here with this, with the star card, these two match, right? Serendipity. Serendipity. Go for it. Be open. Be open to accept the gifts that Spirit is giving you, that the universe is conspiring to make happen for you. You deserve it. You have been through a lot. I feel like you have. You have suffered a lot. Look at that. That's such a dark card, you know, the Seven of Cups. There's dark clouds in the back, you know? Allow yourself to be shaped. Accept the blessings, right, that the universe has. It's going to work out. This love is going to work out. It's your wish fulfillment. Don't hesitate. Man, what a beautiful reading. Oh, pile 3, I am so happy for you. I'm so happy for you, and I really wish you the best. If this reading resonated with you, please like, comment. You don't have to share, but you can share. If you hit the little subscribe button, and the little bell, you'll get notified every time I put out a video, and it helps grow my channel. So I'm going to try to start putting out more videos, hopefully soon here. Things with work and all have been very challenging, so I haven't put out a lot of videos, but I'm going to try to put out maybe 2 more this week. So anyways, enjoy your Sunday. Today's Sunday, November 15th. So, and happy birthday, Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio. Okay, I wish you guys the best. All right, bye.